So I guess now we can make this whole Stormhawks video shabby-doo a trilogy now, because I'm going to impart a little bit of knowledge, well, actually all knowledge, for a story that I was thinking about and replanning. I never did because I made it so epic, so I'm just going to throw this out here, and if someone else wants to write it, that's totally fine. And this is one I thought long before of the Star Wars one, and the Aliens one had multiple ones, but that's a different story. But this one, I've been thinking of since Stormhawk's creation, like way back in 2008 and 9. Like, when I first started watching the show, this was like the first idea I ever had in regards to that idea. Like, this is something I've always wanted to do, but I was just like, I just can't, get it, to play out right, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I made it too big to fail, if that makes any sense. And as you can see from the title, yeah, it's a Stormhawks and X-Men crossover. Yeah, Stormhawks and X-Men. So, without further ado, let's talk a bit about this idea that I've had. So, the Stormhawks X-Men idea is pretty much what it is the idea I had is, basically the plot was that the Phoenix Force is coming to Atmos. So the Phoenix Force is coming to Atmos, and Master Cyclonus, who, more or less, I had it that the Cyclonian Empire knew that the Phoenix Force it came in the past, like, long when Cyclonia was in its prime, and the Phoenix Force came, and a ruler, a previous Master Cyclonus, was possessed by the Phoenix Force, and that's how their power grew until the Phoenix Force burned up the body and moved on. And this kind of led to the rise of the Stormhawk, to the rise of the Sky Knights and whatnot, because, hey, the leader's gone, all that power's gone. So, we have it that the Phoenix Force is returning to Atmos, and Master Cyclonus knows it's going to choose a new host, and she believes it's going to be her. And she even believes that, hey, I'm more powerful than any of the other past Cyclonuses, so I should be able to contain the Phoenix Force and use it to rule the Atmos. Sadly, the thing doesn't. The idea was that the Phoenix Force doesn't even pick Cyclonus. It instead chooses Piper as the new host, as its new host, and Piper now has the power of the Phoenix Force, and Master Cyclonus is absolutely livid. Meanwhile, back on Earth, what's going on is that the Shi'ar Empire have pretty much found out, yeah, the Phoenix Force is back, and we need to. The Shi'ar send a message to the X-Men saying, look, the Phoenix Force is back, and it's gone to a distant planet, and we don't know how to deal with this. We could use your help with this matter. I'd even have it that, yeah, this is after somewhat after, the Dark Phoenix saga, where, yeah, Jean is quote-unquote dead. So, we have in this story, I would have, in terms of lineup of the X-Men, the lineup would be Wolverine, Cyclops, Colossus, Rogue, Storm, and Shadowcat. And Nightcrawler. Yeah, I think I said Nightcrawler, and I think I'd have, I feel like I'm missing someone. Oh yeah, Beast. Beast would be on this team. So, the team, basically, what they intend on doing is going to Atmos via help from the Shi'ar Empire, and go there to find out what's going on with this new Phoenix host, and stop her before this power corrupts her and is a danger to the planet, danger to the universe. Because remember how much damage Jean caused when she was possessed, and every other victim of the Phoenix Force? Yeah, that thing brings nothing but terror and destruction. So yeah, the X-Men arrive on Atmos, and meanwhile Piper is learning to use this power. But one does not simply control the Phoenix Force. No, the Phoenix Force controls you. So of course the Phoenix Force is slowly, using Piper's body, and now Piper is becoming more and more aggressive. She's becoming more violent. She even I even had the idea where she just wipes out an entire Cyclonian-controlled Terra. Not Terra Cyclonia itself, but like I said, Cyclonian Terra under their control. She just wipes it out in one move. Just death balls it Frieza style. Yeah, so she just wipes it out, and the rest of the Stormhawks are like trying to bring her back, but there's literally nothing they can do because the Phoenix Force, she's now becoming the Dark Phoenix. She's now becoming Dark Phoenix, and she's becoming more powerful. Meanwhile, Cyclonia, the Cyclonians, of course, Master Cyclonus is still pissed that she wasn't chosen by the Phoenix Force to become, to get the power of the Phoenix. So, yeah, at this point, she's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to convince the Stormhawks to do my dirty work for me, and through this, I'm going to get the Phoenix Force back. So, she makes a quote-unquote alliance with the Stormhawks to help, use the Phoenix Force to draw the Phoenix Force out of Piper, or better yet, have the Phoenix Force destroy Piper in the process, and kill two birds with one stone. So X-Men arrive. Stormhawks, the X-Men don't know how this planet works, and they don't realize, this girl has friends. Meanwhile, Scott's just like, yeah, we need to, I'm sorry to hear about your loss, bro, but this, you don't know what this thing is capable of, so we need to put her down. And, of course, this doesn't roll well with Arrow. Of course, eventually the old, fight and make-up thing, that happens. But, yeah, the idea, it's been boiling in my head for a while, but the thing is that it's just been so gigantic. It was just so gigantic, because I had the idea of having the Shi'ar Imperial Guard show up. I was having just so many ideas for this, and it was just like the whole too big to fail thing kind of going on. It's not like with the Star Wars 1 and Aliens one where I could Jason Voorhees and I kind of had this conversation, and he's very interested in the Stormhawks Alien one very much. And yeah, but this one this one's been in my head for, a long time, but I've never really written it out. Like, I've never even, just been in my head, like, certain scenes in my head, here and there. So it's never really come to fruition, per se. It's never really had a, a ground basis. You know what I mean? So if anyone wants this, by all means, I'd really like to see this come to fruition, because I think this has a lot of potential, and, yeah. I just couldn't plan it out. Maybe someone else can do that, because I really think it'd be cool to see, Stormhawks dealing with this just godlike entity that they have not encountered ever, and I would just love to see how that impacts the rest of the Stormhawks universe, because they've only been dealing with an empire. They haven't really dealt with something, of this kind of magnitude, something that can destroy worlds. Yeah, and the idea of Piper becoming literally a god on Earth, a living goddess, would be, I think would be a lot of fun, especially seeing Arrow's reaction to all this. Seeing this kind of corruption of, someone he deeply cares about. So, yeah, if anyone wants this, by all means, I'd love to see this. I'd love to see this done. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed this little video of just me talking about this. What is it now? Yeah, the third one. I don't know if I'll ever do this again. I don't know if I'll do another one of these, because shockingly, I had a lot of Stormhawks ideas in the past, for at least story ideas, and yeah, I'm just now, doing videos on them. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.